Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Tarot. So today we're going to do a 30-minute reading. I don't think I did one of these before, but it's basically the exact same thing like the 15-minute reading, but I use two decks. But the main deck will be 12 cards, and then the other deck will be 6 cards. To combine the two, or sometimes certain cards or decks go together or have similar themes. So today I'm using the Sensual Soul Oracle and the Moonology deck because like the moon. Well, in a tarot card, it can mean like a lot of things. It can mean like your subconscious, what does tie to your feelings and your emotions, the things that you're suppressing and you don't want to feel or think about, and your psychic abilities and stuff like that, which are feelings more or less. Um, which is why I'm using those two decks. And yeah, so we're gonna get started by cleansing the space and the energy. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so we have submit to me. Someone wants to control you. They want you on your knees. If this sounds good to you, great, enjoy. If not, watch out for dominating baby. Nah, this card is me. Watch out for dominating behavior. So you can catch these people before they get their hooks into you. Because, some people are into that stuff. So it's just like, if that's you, okay? Okay? But again, be this as, now I can't speak. BDSM. There we go. There's consent. So, if it's not consensual, like they said, if it does not sound good to you, okay? And you do not like it. Just if one person won't give it to you, somebody else will. And not they want you to submit to you and they're not even giving you anything. That's crazy. Then we have subtle seduction with you will find it easier to attract your desires when you aren't too loud about it. You don't have to be forward. Subtlety will bring exactly what you are craving. Oh. You ain't got to go back and forth with this person. Or the person that wants you to submit to them and control, like trying to control you, but yet they're doing the bare minimum. You don't have to go back and forth with that person. Like I said, if they can't do it, somebody else will do it, and it won't take a lot for you to get somebody else, or for somebody else wanting to do it. Then we have the thrills of passions. Get lost in the fun of the situation. Focus on what feels good to you, what nourishes you, and and you will find yourself practicing buzzing with pleasure. Practically, there we go. Words is not working right now. It's crazy. I want to play with your hair. They are fascinated with your hair, and they are longing to put their hands in it. What they submit to me. I'm sorry. What more sensual than a scalp massage? That's not where my mind went. I'm sorry, that's not where my mind. That's not where my mind went. From someone who adores you. In this case, you feel that what's good for you is just as pleasurable for them. I'm going to read that one again. I'm sorry. So it says, they are fascinated with your hair and longing to put their hands in it. What's more sensual than a scalp massage from someone who adores you? In this case, they feel that what's good for you is just as pleasurable for them. Oh, that's not, you gotta please her, so they get pleasure off of like you. It's not all about them, kind of thing. You gonna get yours, okay? And they get off of you getting yours. So like they might be the type to try to get you to come for, oh, okay, that's all. They might try to get you to comfort. I don't think it's gonna be like a competition kind of thing. That's whole like the thrills of the passion. Like, oh, oh, remember with Big Sean, right? And none of my concern anymore. He was like, I made you come 9 times in one day, like that kind of thing. Like, who else gonna do that shit? It's not a normal thing that people just out here doing. It's like when you find that. Okay, like, and then it's like, or it's equal kind of things where he did 9 times, she also did 9, or like it was more kind of thing, and then he probably would never really had that or experience it. It's like they both kind of sort of have that experience, and that's kind of nice, kind of cool. Then we have, it's too much work. JK, maybe not. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take all the cards out. Then there we go. Right. This connection requires a lot of effort than it's worth. It seems you're working towards different outcomes and not on the same page either. Either change course to simplify, or give up the, and then it just ends at that. So it just says, and you give up the, I'm assuming give up the connection. So I think it's like the one that's trying to control you and submit to you, saying to get away, like that will take way too much work. Which is why they're saying, like, you don't have to go back and, which I said earlier, you don't have to go back and forth with this person. But the reason why you're going back and forth with this person is, that situation the makeup says. Where if you actually leave this person, you will still have that thrill and that passion. There's not making up. Like, there's no reason, there's no arguments per se, or there's no breakups, or, like, drastic things that make y'all have to, like, do the whole the whole argument, and to all the, like, you will still have maybe like aggression and stuff like that, but it's not because of an argument, because you pissed them off kind of thing. Like the whole love and affection kind of thing, that's what you want, they will deliver that. Which is why it was like, they swear it's like you deserve more, and it's like you don't have to like argue about it or yell or fight to get it kind of thing. Where this other person, you more so have to do that, and then they trying to control the situation where they can't really control themselves. And then we have, your love fills my soul. You light up their life. Their mere idea that you might love them lift their spirit and brighten their moments. Being loved by you is a gift. They know it, and they want nothing more than to remain in the favors of you tenfold. Return the favors tenfold. And then we have, undress me, I'm shy. With short scripting for your lover can be hot, but there is something deeply sensual about having that piece by piece, the level of vulnerability in another's hands that will serve you now. And then we have, you are my every waking thought. You are like a constant hymn in the back of their mind. You are a whisper behind every moment of the day. They are obsessed with you and feeling incapable of thinking about anyone else. I just want to say, with this card, okay, I know it might come off a little bit alarming with the obsessed with you, but no. Like I said before, there's somebody else better for you, okay? Spirit is saying, you will think that they want somebody else. They don't. They only think about you and want you. They only care about you. They don't Like, yes, there are other girls out there. They're aware of other girls. But their eyes is only for you. They only care about you. They only think about you. They don't think about all these other girls. They don't really care. Right? But this other person right here that's trying to control you, that's different. That obsessed is completely different than this, like, deserve more person. Okay? Okay, cool. Put your hands on me now. They need your touch right now. Someone is eager to fill you up and personal. They want your hands all over their bodies and vice versa. This is a hot, hot, hot energy. And then we have tell me your fantasy. Somebody lick me. We have someone has been fantasizing about serving and being served. Hold on. Oh, it was the hair pulling for me. That's when it started. Okay. Someone has been fantasizing about serving and servicing you. They are eager to learn about your deepest fantasy and help you fulfill them. Let your fantasies run wild at this time. And then we have you are better off apart. Sometimes, though people may like each other, they work better just as friends. Sometimes that don't even work. Then reevaluate this connection and this. I just remember the card that just stopped. Like it's like, or just give up. And imagine the person just walk out. Like that's what it's given. Like better off apart. Like you can't even bother by finishing the sentence. But yeah, reevaluate this connection and decide whether if you're better off apart, better off separated or together. Okay, I got through that pretty decent time. Okay, so now I can do the bookends. So, like I was saying before, like this basically with this submit to me and y'all better off apart is giving like somebody's trying to control you, but you're not on the same page. I don't want the same thing, which does tie back to the it is too much work. So one person want to be in control, like I said, but they might not really be qualified to be in control or know how to be in control kind of thing or how to take charge. So where you might be better fit in that situation, but somehow bothers them, so they cause a lot of fights and arguments. And then when that happens, y'all have this whole like make up to break up. Oh, that's also a song. That's an old song. Make up to break up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's okay for a fool. Like, come on now. See? For a fool. Let's not do that. That's what, I don't even know who sing that song. Oh, parents used to listen to some weird ass shit. Huh. But yeah, so like it's basically saying like either like find a common ground if there is, like if you can. But it's just basically saying like what you're fantasizing about. If you're basically if you're envisioning another person, you can picture this person doing it. Basically saying like, hey, yeah, you're most likely better off apart, kind of thing. And this other person, for some reason, you feel like there won't be any passion, which is a lie. This person wants to please you. It's mutual kind of thing. They like you, you like them. They fantasize about you, you fantasize about them. It's not all about control. It's like what was a book I read? Well, it was on Wattpad one time, but it was like a book that I read where like y'all submit to each other kind of thing. So like nobody's actually like in control or in charge. Like you don't control them, they don't control you. They let you be your own person and make your own decisions. But they're there to protect you and to look after you or like, basically like they would be your bodyguard when you need a bodyguard kind of thing. But when you need like a shoulder to cry on or a pillow or stuff like that, they will be that as well. Like whatever you need them to be, they will do. Um, like anything to like to make you happy, to make you smile, or like make you worry less. That's what they want to do, kind of thing. Compared to versus the other person where, um, will probably do things to make you mad or to get attention. That this person won't basically do negativity to get your attention. Um, and then put your hands on me right now and the subtle seduction. Yeah, you won't have to do a lot. It could be like simply like a touch, um, or just looking at you from afar, or um, yeah, just looking at you. I want to be right where even like his family members, when it's time for prayer, like he put gloves on. He doesn't actually hold his brother's or his dad's hand. And then like one of the episodes, he actually did like take the glove off and hold his dad's hand. And it was kind of sort of like a vulnerable, sensitive moment for them. Like it was something that was monumental because he doesn't normally do that because kind of sort of germs, like a germaphobe kind of thing. Maybe you had like you don't really trust a lot of like certain people, and for some reason this person is different. You can't quite put your finger on it, kind of thing. um or you want to be around them and you want to hold their hand, or like you be touching them, or kind of so like you could be touching them without actually realizing or noticing that you're touching them, kind of thing. Or notice like how ease or comfortable you are like with it, with the whole subtle kind of thing. You don't really notice it. Then with the thrills of passion, with your my every waking thought. Yeah, you think that might just be like a one thing and done, when that's not the case. They When you're not there, because this person have like a suitcase, like even when they traveling, they only think about you and want you, more or less. They don't really care. There's other females like out there, like I said, but they don't really care. And they get that you might like hold back or have a wall up, um but they don't mind taking the time out to get to know you a little bit better, and shit, like to be like you be vulnerable with them, but they also be vulnerable with you. And what popped in my head is like answer any questions that you may have. So like you can ask this person's questions, they will answer them to like honestly and stuff like that, um or answer them to the best of their ability. And yeah, they really like your hair. They more so might like your hair down, because she's touching her hair and hair, but her hair is down here. Her hair is down here. Hair is up. Hair down. Hair's in like a ponytail, but she fighting. She, got it. That makes sense. But then, if you know this person, they might compliment you here. Um, Popped in my head, they might try to like move your hair out your face. That might like, which could be like the whole touching thing. And accidentally like touch your face, touch your ear, touch something. It's like some place that you didn't really think was like sensual or like sexual, but somehow, some way, when they do it, it makes, I don't fucking know, man. It does something to you. um, and that's what will tie back to the whole like tell me your fantasies. It's like they respect your boundaries and they won't do anything to like upset you, which is why like earlier when I tied back to like, if you're into that, that's cool. But if it's not consensual kind of thing, then that's a whole different realm. There's no longer BDSM kind of thing. Um, and also I had to like explain the difference from like this new person coming into like the obsession Like, I know that had like they had that on the card. Like, what they're feeling is not really obsession. Like, they're not trying to control you or like see you as something that they own or possess, the kind of thing, or like smother you, or like they just simply think about you, and it's not like in a negative way. And sometimes it's not even just all about sex. Like, it's simply like, yeah, I want to play with your hair, kind of thing. I want to hug you. I want like to like cuddle. I want you to massage my hair, kind of thing. I like stuff. So it's not always like very sexual stuff like that. They want your love, kind of thing. It's not just physical, and also tie back to the whole vulnerability. Like, they want to get to know you. They want to know like what you like. They want to know your interests and stuff like that. Where this other person, right, with the one to submit to me, there's too much work. You're better off apart. That person don't care to know you in any way, shape, or form. They more so, that's more so just a physical relationship kind of thing, or like very materialistic or superficial based on status and appearances. And power, where somebody else, where you can have love, you can have power, you can have the passion, and not saying like y'all will have like, there might not be arguments, there might be like disagreements kind of thing, like, and stuff like that, but like the whole makeup sex kind of thing, that's not on a daily regular basis. It is not that. Right. From the moonology, we have new moon in Gemini with communication. Oh, got 3 cards. We have full new moon in Gemini with communication is the key. Full moon in Gemini with the answers you need are coming, and a new moon in Taurus with prosperity lies ahead. With the full moon and the new moon coming out together, even if it's not the same sign, it's pretty much like things come in full circle. And full circle, full cycle, and coming to an end, and realizing like Spirit saying like you do deserve better, what you're saying, like realize your worth, which does that to the prosperity lies ahead. The more you realize your worth, the less you put up with, kind of thing. So where you're putting up with this person that's trying to control you or possess you or see you as some like form of object, there's somebody that see you as like an actual human being, somebody that has feelings and emotions and like interests. So you also have to see yourself as that. Then we have fixed moon with hold your vision. Yes, whatever you're fantasizing about, it's out there. It is a thing. And a man will do it. Or a female will do it. Okay? Depending on what you're into. Or who you are. I don't care. Then we have what do you need to release? Whining moon. Spirit say you need to release this person. Okay? Y'all better off apart. You're doing way too much work. This whole back and forth. One thing Spirit is not going to do is go back and forth with nobody. It does not. Like, whatever, I don't care whatever religion you are. What he did, he will do it again. Like, he's standing on business. So, just arguing and going back and forth with people and trying to argue and feel like you need to scream or yell to be heard or need to be seen. You don't. Sometimes silence is very loud. Especially like with this a subtle seduction, like let's say y'all always going back and let's say that they do something to piss you off. You don't get mad, you don't argue, you don't fight. You don't think they know that there's a change, there's a shift. And then you might see that they start try to act different, try to get you to like care again. Some people are aware of what they're doing. You know? So maybe that's what you're saying, like people that will purposely cause arguments to have y'all go back and forth. Those are people that you need to let go, you need to release, and that's fine and dandy. And then we have the new moon in Sagittarius with luck is on your side. And then we have personal issues reach resolve with full moon in Cancer. And then we have it is time to release negativity with a full moon in Sagittarius. Nope, not Sagittarius. Scorpio. Yeah, so like I was saying, where this person will either like start arguments on purpose or do things on purpose to get your attention or to get a reaction out of you, which is negative. And also trying to control you and possess you is also negative. If you're trying to do that to another person, that's negative. And you can't control somebody else, especially if you can't control yourself. You need to figure out yourself first. Still not saying that, once you figure out yourself, you can control somebody else. Like, you will realize you can't control yourself, so it's going to be even harder to try to control somebody else. Right? And to try to, like, possess somebody else or use them for, like, status, power, or any, like, or just for like, their body, it's negative and very, like, superficial. And, you're not entitled to that person's body. Which, some way, somehow, you started to develop that feelings, and that's need to go. Because you're not entitled to shit. And then you're doing the bare fucking minimum. The person didn't, like, they love you. They might have love for you, but they don't have to sleep with you. They don't have to do anything if they don't want to. And that, you need to understand that. If you're the one doing the negativity shit, okay? You need to understand that. Talk to somebody. With, hold on to your vision is saying, yes, just say the words and a lot. Well, just say the words a lot and see how it feels. So, like, when you're fantasizing about something, especially if you, like, I know, like, some people like, like, how, there was, like, a video, it's like, how am I supposed to know, like, when it's just my thoughts versus my intuition? Your intuition, it's gonna keep coming, right? It's like, hello, Jackie, your doorbell isn't working. Like, it doesn't matter. It will get to you. It will get to you. Your dreams, when you up, it doesn't matter. It will let you know. Like, if it, like, imagine That's So Raven. Like, she would just at school and then be like, poof, there you go. Let me tell you something. Like, it really doesn't matter where you are. Your intuition is going to tell you. But then, like, if you ignore it, it's going to keep bringing it back up, bringing it back up, bringing it back up. And then sometimes you might get a little bit more detail on, like, okay, like, from time to time, or it could just simply continue to show you the exact same shit over and over again. Be like, hey, do something about it. Deal with this, because this needs to be dealt with. But yeah, but also, like, paying attention to your feelings. Then we have staying in your power, but also having faith and being patient, and avoiding, like, stagnation. So, like, this whole, like, releasing what needs to be released rather than, like, harboring, like, holding on to it. Whether it's too much work. Okay, y'all better off apart. And I keep saying, this person trying to control you, and the obsession that person have is completely different than this other person. Okay, that's the negative, which is where, like, release that, let it go. You might still have love for that person, yes, but that you're not in love with that person. You do not actually, like, love that person. Like, how you don't adore that person, you don't admire that person, you don't even respect that person. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no actual feelings there for that other person, but for the, like, for the person that's trying to control you and see you as, like, an object. But now the one that see you as an actual human being, like, there was a different, like, flow to it. Okay? Cool. Then we also have, with a personal or professional relationship will be endured. And then we also have here, like, a personal issue reached resolve. So, so more, even if it's personal or, like, professional, that does affect your life regardless. Your well-being, the one does affect the other. but finding a balance and handling that. And then with the fixed moon being out, the fixed signs that is here that pretty much match it is Scorpio, right? And then like the fixed signs is like once they fix in their ways, or like um have something in sight, they don't really like let it go kind of thing. So they get like a bad rap of being like stubborn, and sometimes they might come off like a little bit judgmental, because they might keep bringing something back up or won't let it go. But it's more so trying to get to like the bottom of it, like figuring out like trying to figure out why it happened or to it. Right, and then the whining moon says it is safe to let go and move on, moving forward with the least resistance possible. Right, not harboring any guilt or resentment, releasing any emotional baggage that you may have, and either saying sorry to people or forgiving someone, or also like forgiving yourself if you betrayed yourself. Spending some time with you, meditating, clearing your mind and your thoughts. Don't start a new project right now. If you break up with this person, do not jump into a new relationship. Don't do that. Figure out yourself. What do you like? What you don't like? Okay? Date yourself for a good minute. Because there might be like other people like ideas or beliefs or wants that you're more or less trying to pass off as your own, but it doesn't actually fit you in a way, shape, or form, and you don't actually like it. You ever watch Sex Education? It's on Netflix. It's like Amy, basically. You know, with certain people where they be like porn isn't actual sex, but then it skews a lot of people's idea of sex, so they think that they have to perform this way or look this way to be like, or do this or sound like this. It's just like no. That's what it's like. You need to release. Okay, what works for them might work for them. What works for you will be something different. Like I said, this person might like simply touch your ear, and you might have not thought that your ear was a thing. When it's like it might be for you. Okay, like it's all different. So you have to figure out what you like, what's your turn-ons and what's your turn-offs, and some things you might know, and some things will just spring up on you that it's just like, oh, I didn't know I really like that, or I did something like that, you know, kind of thing. And then with the releasing negativity, it's better it's better out than in, Shrek. Than I always say. Holding grudges is very toxic, so it's better to let it go and end the argument. Like I said, there's no reason to be going back and forth with nobody. And listen to it, and it's okay to like just act on that and just be like, okay, I feel like it's okay. Sometimes depending on what it is, okay, and who you are, okay. If you are aware that you are, how to put this, there are certain mental disorders that are very prone to certain things. So if you are aware that you have said disorder, okay, and like you might be suspicious of something, okay, but like if hallucinations and delusions is one of those things, maybe fact check before you cut the person off, or trying to hurt that person, betray that person, is what I'm trying to say. Cool. Because I'm just gonna leave it there. And then with the full personal issues reach a resolve, there's no reason to like sulk or to cling on to anything. Spend some time by yourself and meditate on like the feelings that you're feeling and why are you feeling those feelings and emotions. And with the answers that you need are coming to you. Basically, like I said, if you spend some time with yourself and figure things out for yourself, and don't come from like a superficial standpoint and stuff like that. Being like very like humble kind of thing, then you will realize and notice that what is going on around you if you just simply like stay calm and stay like an indifferent standpoint. Because that card also talks about like somebody is trying to flirt with you, but you're not noticing it. So, which could be the whole subtle seduction. Like this, it could simply be like this person, the littlest things that this person do, you're attractive to, you admire, and it's like it could simply be like this person have their shit together, and it's like that could be a turn on to you. Where people before didn't really have their shit together, now you would like to date somebody that have their shit together. That is fine. That is cool. That just simply means that you have grown and evolved, and you want to release certain things. What you used to be attractive to, you might not be attractive to no more. Or your type might change. But there's also talk about like laughing, being able to laugh the situation off. And then with the Gemini, like like they have, yeah, like the twins, and it's like two different kind of things. Again, like I said, with the mental disorder, okay, I know at least like two that comes with hallucinations. So, and they both need to be, they both supposed to be medicated. So you have to figure this out for yourself. And be honest with yourself. But you might be holding on to something or trying to go back and forth with something or someone that is not necessarily to go back and forth with, because you really don't have to. Which is because this card also talks about like laughing the situation off and just moving on and moving forward. So, you wanna argue. I can't argue with you. Exactly, you arguing with these people for absolutely no reason. So let them go about your business and move on and move forward. And let them stay there, arguing with themselves, beefing with themselves, because it doesn't really matter, because it's one-sided anyways. You're moving on and moving forward. And then we have the Ten of Wands, with God humiliating the proud, with spiritual conversation influence religious men and teachers and men of law. And then we have the Nine of Wands, with God the, don't know how to say the word, secrets, with universal medicine, reevaluating the soul, and reevaluation of mysteries. Oh, so but this person was trying to control you, but they wasn't going to tell you that. We'll try to basically. No, my analogy was like this person will do things or say things to try to get you mad or to argue, kind of thing. So when you stop, they notice the switch, and then they start like acting better and like changing. There was their pride and ego. They didn't expect you to just stop caring. They always thought that you will always like give into it and like argue or fight or like whatever it is. They didn't actually think that you would just like give up or just walk away from it. That was their pride and ego. Now they feel humiliated because when one day was humiliated because they weren't able to provide you the things that you want. They know that you deserve more, and they know that they couldn't give you that at all, and they couldn't even like even growing or going on a spiritual journey and maturing and stuff like that, they will never have been able to give you what you deserved at all. And then we have the World, with God the source of wisdom, with fountain of wisdom and given success in all virtues. Oh, which is tied back to over here with the whole mystery kind of thing. They they knew what they was doing at the end of the day, but they didn't want you to know that they was doing shit on purpose. So like starting arguments on purpose, pissing you off on purpose, or getting you mad on like doing things to basically initiate like this whole makeup sex kind of thing. And then we have the Page of Wands with the preventing God with confined those wicked and slanders and save from enemies. Um, yeah. So we pretty much go on this. If you went on the spiritual journey, and if you're on the spiritual journey, what you're learning is that person that like you increase your self-worth and stuff like that, and your self-esteem, but you also now realizing that certain people that you probably have dated or like had around you wasn't really for didn't really help you, didn't really love you the way that you love them, and they loved to be loved by you, but they didn't actually love you. And as a result, you probably felt like your love wasn't good enough when that wasn't the case. Spirit is basically saying like the people that you're giving your love to was wrong. Um and they wanted you to think that you have to do a whole bunch of things and jump through hoops or hurdles to be loved when that's not the case. Um you don't really have to do much to be loved and for someone to love you. Right. Then we have the Angel of Meditation, which did come out a lot. So hey, they say Pepe, meditate. And then we have the Angel of Patience. Like luck is on your side. Things are gonna work out, but like give it some time. It's not gonna be quick, kind of thing. But yeah, that's all that I have for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.